Hello and welcome back. It is Cjsgoose here and we are on episode 7 already. So we've had a quick look, we've done some farming and we've set ourselves up quite nicely. I've killed all of my bees. I'm not sure, I may have one left, but I've definitely killed 2 bees. That's never a good start, but I won't be cheating, so don't panic. What we're going to do now is we're going to start preparing for our first challenge, which will be to build a nice little house. To do this, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off in a creative world, because when you're first starting, it's very scary trying to do everything and build when you're being attacked constantly. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new world. I will just quickly show you how to do this. You can name your world whatever you want to. You would switch even your default game mode into creative, and here we go. It will tell you that you're going to turn off achievements, therefore you can't win any achievements. That's fine, so you can press continue. Normal difficulty, it doesn't make any difference in here. But the world type is important. So normally, if you look in this little screen over here, it's got trees and you've got gradients, you've got hills, you've got water. Well, we don't want that when we're just trying to learn how to build things, because they all get in the way. So we're going to ask for a flat world. It doesn't matter about anything else on here. Oh, there is one other thing that would be quite useful, which I'd forgotten about the other day, is to put it on always day. That way you don't have to worry about it becoming nighttime, and it's a bit easier when you're just trying to build things. So I've already created one, so I don't need to come into here, but you're going to put name your world, name it something like I don't know, Fun World or something. I'm not very good at coming up with names just off the top of my head. You want it in creative and you want a flat world, and if you scroll down that a little bit further, bit more, you can change it to always day. Now, one of my lovely viewers mentioned about the education edition. Now, there is a proper Minecraft education part to it. It's like a completely separate area, and it's amazing, except you need to be within a school or a big conglomerate setting to be able to access it. And it's really frustrating, because as a home educator and as a parent of a child with disabilities, as with autism, I know some people don't agree that it's a disability, but if you knew how it affected my daughter, you would see it as a disability. She cannot function very well, but she does like Minecraft. So the education edition would be amazing for her, but we can't access the full thing. However, there is here, if you click on this one, it allows you to have chemistry features. And it's really clever. I know my son has managed to make helium balloons, and it shows you all sorts of stuff to do with the periodic table. But it's not the full education edition, but it will pass for a certain amount of it. It's just really frustrating. I really think that they should allow home educators to have a subscription, but you have to go through big conglomerate people, and we don't have those type of powers, so that's very frustrating. Right, I'm going to just quickly pop over to my new tutorial land. See you in creative in a second. Okay, so this is me. This is my tutorial land. I am still Alex at the moment. And as you can see, I am flying, and I seem to have some spiders and a skeleton. The skeleton is there because he has a helmet on, so he does not die. To fly is quite simple. You press the space bar to go upwards and the shift button to come back down. I'm just going to change my view because it's annoying like this. I do like it like this to say hello to, but I keep forgetting. So let me just change my view. Oh, okay. My cat just terrified me at the same time. You lot got to see up my backside. I'm very sorry. Right. So we're just going to fly a tiny bit and try and ignore everything that you can see here because I was just playing about. There we go. So this is my CJ's tutorial section, and my lovely little boy took over the computer while I wasn't looking, and he decided that we needed to have noob written in dirt. So for those that are not used to playing Minecraft, a noob is a term for a beginner Minecraft who knows nothing about the game, and apparently a noob's favourite item is dirt because that's the easiest one to get hold of. So that's a little message from my son, which I thought was really lovely. And over here we have our first little house. I'm just watching my cat falling off the table, which is quite hilarious. So what we're going to do is we are going to build ourselves this very little teeny tiny house. Now I'm just going to do that. And all it is just made out of dirt or mud. And I've just realised why I was just thinking, I just showed you how to change it into daytime all the time. But that's because I'm a bit of a plonker, aren't I? So let me just zap into my settings and let me just change it to always daytime, which will make it a bit easier for us to see what we're doing. Which way does it go? This side? Let's put always day on. So you can go back and you can just fix it. And then look, it's already day and things will start to die like those zombies over there. Sorry, zombies. Spiders are okay. Things with helmets on are okay. And there's a grey sheep. We haven't seen a grey one yet. So here we go. We are going to build ourselves a little campfire outside. And this is, look, simple. So episode 6, simple house, newbie dirt. And we made a door. We've got a floor. We've got a little roof, a bed, and we've got lots of treasure chests. A crafting table that I forgot what it was called, and a furnace. So there we go. We should already know how to get all of these items. Don't worry about the cobblestone. That is purely there because I'm making a little floor plan. Am I flying still? Yes. Right. So in this fancy little treasure chest, I have collected everything that we need, and we pretty much have everything already, because when you're in creative, everything stays in your inventory and you don't actually really use it. It just tops it back up again. The only time you use things is like the campfires. When you put them into a treasure chest, that will take it. If you're going to move it like that, it will stay in the treasure chest and out of your inventory. But if you pop it down, then if you look in my inventory, it's still there. It's still okay. We're going to change that, so that will still be there. But when you destroy things, I'm going to be a bit grumpy with my kit. No. Okay, let's try that again. My cat decided to walk all over my laptop. That's very nice of it. That's Tyler James. He's always up to mischief. So when you destroy things, they just go kapoofy. So I'm just popping them down with my... Okay, I'm going to go into it. Just using your right mouse click like you do normally. And then when you left click onto it, you don't need any tools. It just bashes it up and destroys it. But you've got a never-ending supply of everything that you could ever possibly wish for. So here we go, we have a plot for sale. It's a 6x6 plot and you require 20 rotten flesh. That is all, and this plot is yours. So we are going to collect a whole bunch of dirt. I have purposefully made this section so that you can do everything that you have learnt so far. And we are just going to build a 6x6 block. We're going to place them down. Oh. I can do it easier, but I don't want to do it too fast. Just check where I pop the door. Is it 2 in, 2 in, and over here, so we can pop our little door in. Why is it doing that now? It's very annoying. Thank you. I'm going to sneeze. I will try not to sneeze. I do have bad allergies, so I tend to sneeze a lot. And normally you would have to dig this out. So you want to dig these with your shovel. And we can just bash it out because we're in creative. That's one of the problems with creative, is that you get used to being able to do things really quickly, but you can't do that in survival. And obviously if you're being attacked at the same time, it's just not very nice. So what we're going to use now is a half slab. So you will be able to have wood. So these are your oak logs that you will have collected already, like this. And if you place them, actually, if you place them, can you see where my little black square is? If you point there, it will place it so that the cut piece is at the top. If you put your square onto the side of something, it will put the log to the side. And if you do it this way, it will put it to that side. So it's quite good because you can change it around and you can use it for decoration and different things, which we're going to do in the next one. So once you've made your planks, my other kitten has decided to come on the table now. Once you've made your planks, you can cut them in half. I can't remember if you need the crafting table or not. In creative, the crafting table doesn't work, so I can't double check. And I'm not going to quickly pop back in. We'll find out when we go back in a minute. So you can use a half plank on the bottom, and you can, if you look, if you aim your cross to the top of the block, you can place it up as well. Now if you put the two together and you bash the bottom one, you'll lose both of them. But you can do it like that. And if you place them on top of each other, yeah, it's because it's in creative, it's sort of messy, it's messing about a bit too. So by making the slabs, these are called, you can save half of your wood. And that would mean for people who are trying to conserve their resources, it's a better way. You don't have to use slabs at all. You can use the full ones. I prefer to just use the slabs. The only problem is if you put them too low. So if I just bash out these again and put them on the lower side, then you can't stand things on top. If I'm actually trying to stand things on it and it's not going to work. Hang on. See if we go with a treasure chest. Now look, can you see it's float? Oh, this is what I don't like about creative. If you look, it's floating. Wait, oh, there's the wandering trader. He turns up here, but not in the other one. So we'll see. But also, if you are walking and you have two slabs like this, it just allows you to walk, so you don't have to jump like you do there. So if I just pop in another slab there, look, see, it makes you some really nice steps and it makes your transitions much simpler, which is really good. So we are just going to finish off popping in these slabs. Actually, I don't need to worry about rubbing those out because it's just in creative mode. So I can't remember where I pop the bed. I was just going to do it in the same layout as what I did on here on the other side. So we'll pop the bed again. If you're going to place the beds down, you need to face the direction that you want it to go in, because otherwise you can just pop them sort of wherever, but you must have 3 spaces above, otherwise you will suffocate. And you can walk onto a bed like it is sort of treated like a slab. We're going to pop our crafting table over there. Now you don't have to do this bit right at the beginning like I am. I just oh, okay, so yeah, I didn't mention that before, so sorry. When you have the crafting table or an item that you need to use, such as a treasure chest or something like that, to pop something on top, if you right click on it, it opens it up. So you have to press the shift button, and it's called crouching, and then press the the right button, and it will allow you to stack an item on top. But it's all very well doing it with a treasure chest. So I'm going to shift except you now can't open your treasure chest. So obviously don't do it with those. I did actually want that. Let's finish building the rest of the house first. So as you look, we've now started to get grass growing on these. That's what happens over a little bit at a time. That's nothing to worry about. We're just going to, we can jump onto there. I'm trying to do it without flying too much, because in the real game you don't fly. So you're better off to practice without. You can go all the way to there. Look, can you see there? You don't have the black line, and here you do. I don't know if you get that on the iPads though, and the Xbox. So it can show you how far away you can place your block. Right. So now to do the next part of the roof, what you have to do is you have to place a block down. I'm tired. It's 20 past midnight. Or well, it's not Boxing Day anymore. It's Sunday. I don't know, whatever day that is. The 27th. We'll go with that. So you have to put your block down first. Then you can attach to it. Then you can delete your block. But remember, you would need to do your shovel. Once you've got one in, then you can keep attaching to it, and then they will stay there, and that's fine. They won't drop down on your head or anything like that. They will stay there. There are a couple of items that will fall, such as gravel and sand. Need one in there. Oh, I didn't need those. 4 in the middle there. So we're going to do the same. We're going to pop one up there and then across, and we can just bash that one out. And here we go. That's not too high a bit to jump from. So we can make ourselves a little path. Oh, okay. Outside if you want to make it a little bit posher. And we want to have a little camping stove. I've realised that if you put it in the ground, it's a little bit better. Well, you have to remember, if I just switch out... No, come on, push the right button. If you can switch in and out of survival and creative, as soon as you press that survival button, though, you are in survival. So if we just stand in the fireplace, look, it burns you. Do not stand in the fireplace. And this fire technically does spread as well. So you do... Why is the wandering trader in the fireplace? Anyway, so look, you can burn yourself, so be careful. Look, I'm losing quite a few hearts there. So if I just quickly pop back in and change it into creative. So if you want to see if something works, then you can just switch in and out. That's quite simple. Don't place your campfire next to your piece of wood like I've just done. That's a really bad piece of advice. Piece of dirt. There we go. And I've got some raw salmon here to see if it works. It takes 4 pieces. You can't see what you're doing because the smoke is in the way. But there we go. And the only other thing that we need now are a few torches. So remember, that is sticks and charcoal or coal. And we can just pop in a few lights. Oh, and we were going to pop in a bunch of treasure chests. One of the things that you need are heaps and heaps of treasure chests. So you can stack treasure chests on top of each other. So you can do that. Oh, let's see if our salmon is ready. There we go. And you can just walk around and collect it. So I should have 4 there. Oh, I've got too many already. So I've already had some cooked yet. There's a multiple of 4, so that sounds about right. And you can put them into that corner, and they will join together. And so look, you can have one treasure chest underneath another treasure chest, and that treasure chest is fine, but if you pop one up here, then that one won't open. Oh no, I didn't want it that close. Oh, now look, I've put those 2 facing the wrong way, so now they'll join, but before they wouldn't. And so here you go, look, you've just got a little newbie shelter. I've just made it out of dirt because I just thought the noobs are supposed to love dirt, so I thought it would be quite funny just to do that. But also, it's really handy for the children because it's the collecting dirt is really easy. It's fast. It's not blast resistant from the creepers though, which is always a pain. But it's very simple and allows you to just build yourself a very simple structure. And obviously you can make it as big as you want to. You could have a massive palace out of it if you want, but you don't have to. These dudes, they are the wandering trader. So these are villagers. How if I just pop back into some... Oh, hang on a second before I pop back in. If you click these buttons, it will give you a different view. So the open book allows you to see everything but just these at the bottom. I find this one really hard because when you then fill up this, you've got nowhere to put anything. This one allows you to see all of your inventory and over here, and this one just shows you what you're holding. So we want to look for emeralds because the wandering trader uses emeralds. Now it could be a good way of just practicing trading. Now oh look, he's holding out some items for me. Can I trade with you? Oh, I can trade with him in creative. That's good. So I'm holding out my emeralds, and he will give me, for 1 emerald, he will give me a pink tulip. Well, I can go and collect them myself. Oh, but red sand would be handy because you can only get that from certain places. So you click on the item that you want and then you trade, and you can only do a certain amount. Look, I've got a red X there now. And you can get lily pads. Lily pads are really handy because if you can have lily pads, you can walk on those on the water. We'll do that when we find some. We haven't found any yet. The nautilus shells, you normally only get those through fishing or from the drowned, so they can be useful to have. But look, he wants 5 of those to be able to trade. See how many he'll trade, just a few. 5 emeralds for 1 birch sapling that you can get if you break down your tree. That's just ridiculous. That's extortionate prices. And 1 emerald for a piece of gunpowder. What happened there? He just walked off. I was in the middle of trading with you. Rude. There we go. So that's that part. Now the other thing that you can do, if I'm just going to arm myself for a second. I'm just going to get a diamond sword just for a moment, because the other thing that you can do, if I just swap into survival for a second, we may as well do the whole of the wandering trader while we're here. We've got some food. Right. So you can kill them. Hold on. And this one, oh, they spit at you quite often, but they're not doing it at the moment, so that's handy. And sometimes I get him too, because he annoys me. And then he hangs around looking lonely. So you get leads, which are very handy, and leather from them. The leads you can only make when you have slime. So actually it's very handy to use them, because if you want to tame an animal or different things, the leads come in very useful. Oh look, let's have a look at this chicken. So if we want to, we can take the chicken and we can right click on the chicken and we have caught him. Oh, hang on. If I just now quickly pop back in to creative again, then I can access everything. And if we get a fence post, here we go. Oh, I don't like that. You can hold the lead and you can choose an item. So we can pop that down there. Now if you right click onto the fence post, you attach the chicken to there. So we can also pop down another one and we can go and collect this cow. Here we go. But don't walk off too fast, because they can break the leads and then you lose them, which is very annoying. So you're just going to collect your cow and you're going to highlight your post, look where it turns, and then right click and it will attach the cow, and then they can't wander off anywhere. And you can do the same with pigs. Now if you press the W twice, that will give you faster, you can run. But what you have to remember is if you start running, you will get hungry quicker. So we'll just pop him down here. There we go. And so we've got a pig, a cow, and a chicken. So they're really handy, and we will start learning about farming properly later. So we have built ourselves a very basic newbie house, which your children will be able to build very easily, and they can extend it. The next episode we're going to have a look at building this one, which is a bit bigger and a little bit more posher. And then we're going to build a nicer one. We're going to do, yeah, we've done the noob house for episode 7. This one, oh, okay, I've called that episode 7. This one's episode 8, I believe, the next one. I'll have to double check what I've done here. I've definitely uploaded episode 6. Oh, I know, it's because I had already recorded the fishing one, but it went on too long because we had a few things happen, and like we did the puffer fish and stuff like that. So yes, this one is episode 7. The newbie house, sorry, the cobblestone house will be episode 8. And then we're going to go mining in episode 9. And for episode 10, we're going to have a challenge time of building a better quality house using stairs. I think we'll have an upstairs. We'll have a roof, a proper roof, not this type of roof. And we will have windows as well. We've learned how to make glass already. So there we go. That's where we're up to, and I will see you soon. Goodbye for now. Bye.